baby. Mind you say that. She's
Greetings, everyone. Glad to have you here with us on this Wednesday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And reporting from the sidelines, with the All-Star game behind us, Greg, what's the focus now for teams that find themselves far outside of the playoff picture?
It depends on the team, Kevin, but in my opinion, it's all about competing and building a foundation for next season. Use the time you have to consistently improve.
So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. The 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Holmgren and Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at the 3, the small forward. Pass to Hartenstein. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And so it's Oklahoma City with it. Clock at 6. Now Dort. Williams from outside. Here's Holmgren. And the dunk by Holmgren.
I mean, length and skill. And Holmgren has a lot of both.
Sharp with the screen on Holmgren. At the top of the key, Williams. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. For the Nets, they come into this one following a loss to the Wizards.
Yeah, tough game on the road. The guys you're defending, obviously comfortable shooting in their own building. You've got to find a way to break their rhythm.
Well, they weren't fighting through screens. Their closeouts and rotations were late. You name it, and let's just say they didn't do it on defense.
And so it's Williams who brings it up for the Brooklyn Nets. It's a 5-point game. Johnson outside. Pass to Williams. It's good from about 19 feet. About 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. The Thunder have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Here's Williams up again. Great positioning on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Was able to talk with Jordi Fernandez for a minute. We talked about the matchup problems that Chet Holmgren presents. He said defensively, Chet can warp the inside of the paint. And at the other end, he's going to drag his matchup out to the three-point line. That's what makes this 7-footer such a special player. Guys?
Thanks, David. And we got a timeout here called by Jordi Fernandez. He wants to check in with his team and regroup.
To make some noise, Nets fans. As here they come back on the floor. Your Brooklyn Nets team fight. Now on the court is your squad. Get loud and let them hear you. Here we go, fans. It's time for DJ.
Well, a chance to check out some stats for Jalen Williams.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
Nets trail by 6. Johnson outside. Here's Sharp, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Johnson outside. Sharp finds Johnson. Drills the three-pointer.
Out to a hot start. 4 makes and 5 shots to begin this ball game.
Since moving back to Brooklyn in 2012, the Nets, Greg, have won just 2 playoff series.
just think about the all-stars they've had. KG, Pierce, Durant, Kyrie, Harden. I could name more. The Nets just haven't been able to put it together.
The Thunder leading by 3. Floats it up for Holmgren. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And give credit to Holmgren for jumping all over that opportunity, putting his length to great use.
Hartenstein against Sharp. 5 to shoot. From deep, Johnson. Rebound by Williams. And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Hartenstein up top. On the wing, Williams. Over Johnson. Shot is good off the back rim and in. That's 7 points here for Jalen Williams. Hayes the pass to Johnson. Back to Hayes. Sharp sets the pick for Hayes. And again, it's the Nets missing. Oklahoma City leading by 7. Hartenstein with the screen for Dort over Hayes. On the wing, Williams. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. And it's Johnson penetrating. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one on Holmgren. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Thunder?
So far, they haven't had to force anything. They're swinging the ball around and turning good passing into points.
And something else that I liked is how they attack the paint, finding ways to get inside and capitalize time and time again.
That's good from Johnson. And Johnson drops them both. Oklahoma City leading by 5. Lets a floater go. Pass to Hayes. Outside Williams. The 3-ball. Sinks the triple. Williams has got 5 points so far.
When he has that much space, he's a pretty good bet to nail the 3.
Hartenstein with it. Williams finds Holmgren over Williams. The Thunder with another miss. Brooklyn's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Johnson, the pass to Hayes. And it's Johnson that time on the assist by Hayes. He's got 7. Thunder have gone an even 50% from the field. They are 7 of 14 for the game. And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust.
Come on, everybody. You get to see yourself on the big screen and show us your best move. Come on, let's go. Keep on dancing. Nice try. You're talking about. Come on, let's see those dance moves.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. And Oklahoma City also making a switch. Wallace is checked in. Gilgeous Alexander finds Wallace. Now Hartenstein. Plays it up off the glass. And the Thunder lead by 2.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Pass to Watford, takes the three. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City, and this is their first time matched up with Brooklyn this year.
And it was a matchup you thought they would have cruised through, but they actually dropped the game in this series last year.
Holmgren can't hit. For Oklahoma City, their last game was a loss to the Timberwolves. Pass to Beekman. There's the screen. Here's Uwoma. And off there, he misses his first shot of the night. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Thunder, coming off that loss against the Timberwolves.
And that was a shocker. Hard to believe that they dropped the ball, so to speak, on that one. And probably a tough pill for them to swallow.
Yes, that's definitely one that they want back, but you can't dwell on mistakes in the NBA. They need to forget about it, and it's on to the next one.
Uwoma with the bucket.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Such a wide open look. Wallace has got his second basket of the night.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Dort. Hartenstein inside, covered by Watford. And that one is good from Hartenstein.
Yeah, well done to finish that one off.
Greg, seems like we always talk about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's offensive side, but when it comes to deflections and steals, his defense, he's one of the best.
Yeah, his two-way ability is sometimes overlooked in the mainstream media. But people in the know how good of a defender he is.
The Thunder with some changes. Williams, he's checked in for Hartenstein. Wiggins comes in for Dort. And it's Alex Caruso in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Watford. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
First personal foul.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
The Nets shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
Watford stepping the line with 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Now he's perfectly comfortable doing work at the line.
Now here's Caruso. Not a lot of room. Caruso sets the screen for Wallace. A three-pointer, no good.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thanks. Chet Holmgren has a slender frame, but he's determined to still protect the rim. Coach Daigneault said he'll get dunked on 10 straight times if that's what the game calls for. Paused and then added, he won't actually get dunked on 10 straight times. he's going to get a couple of those too. Kevin, he certainly will.
I agree. You know, David, he is fearless. Inside, here's Owoma. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Owoma's got 5 points so far.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Really unfazed. Throw his height right out the window there.
Here's Beekman. To the wing on the left. 6 on the shot clock. The shot by Watford, no good.
Normally he drains that.
Caruso, the pass to Wallace. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Floats it up for Holmgren. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
I like when Holmgren's teammates take advantage of his length. Perfect alley-oop.
They set the screen. Pass to Martin. Here's Owoma. Wilson kicks to Martin. Here's Owoma. And the rejection by Holmgren. Wallace against Wilson. The Thunder shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
Shooting 2.
Free throw good, Wallace. And the Thunder making a switch here. Joe's checked in. Wallace hits 2 free throws. 36 seconds left in the first quarter. Outside Wilson. Pass to Owoma. Here's Watford. He's guarded by Williams. And again, no good by Brooklyn. On the wing, Williams. Back to Joe. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. And we reach the end of the first quarter. It's the Thunder leading by 7. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. What do you guys think about the Thunder here in this one?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
They're playing for one another and focusing on making winning plays. You love to see it.
Nets trail by 7. Johnson is out there with Hayes. Then it's Sharp. Then it's Williams. And it's Johnson in at the 3 slot. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Williams passes to Hayes. Off target from 3-point range.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
And it's sent back by Wallace. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Caruso, no good.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
Johnson from outside. Drains it from beyond the arc. Johnson's got the second quarter going with the first basket of the period for the Nets. Hartenstein with the screen on Johnson. Caruso, the pass to Hartenstein. Pass to Hayes. Hartenstein against Sharp. Down it goes for his 3rd basket in as many tries.
And he should thank the team for those 2 points. Nobody paid much attention to him on that play.
Hartenstein passes to Caruso. 6 to shoot. And a wide open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. Wiggins from outside. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Drew the defense and made the proper read, hitting his teammates on the perimeter.
Hayes the pass to Johnson. Sharp with it. Over Hartenstein. Off the left rim and out.
That was a good look for him from mid-range, but just couldn't make the defense pay.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Hartenstein. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And so it's Williams who brings it up for the Brooklyn Nets. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points. Johnson outside. Over Wallace. Shot by Johnson, no good. Oklahoma City leading by 5. And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. He had a 39-point outing in their last game against Minnesota.
And how about the vision he displayed? Great job getting others involved and piling up the assist.
Richard, how do you think the game has changed since you retired?
Timeout. While the jump shooting teams have had more success, I think the game has changed, and it allows for more Europeans. It allows for it to be more of a global game. The less physical, the more inclusive.
And we got a timeout here called by Jordy Fernandez. He wants to talk to his guys. Williams is checked in for Hartenstein. And let's look now at which teams have been the hottest offensively for the past 10 games. In third, the Thunder.
Yeah, what an impressive run for this club. Everybody seems to be in a rhythm in terms of scoring, and they are putting up some big numbers.
On the wing, Williams. Johnson outside. Shot clock at 6. Jump shot is good. Johnson's got 5 points in the quarter. Wallace with a screen for Caruso. Brooklyn with the rebound. Johnson's got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Hayes. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Already it's February. Hard to believe. Let's see how the West is matching up. You take a look at the Thunder. They've continued to play strong basketball, if not utterly dominant, as the last part of the season grinds toward the playoffs. And it looks like, guys, they'll hold on to that #1 spot the whole way there.
And when I look at Oklahoma City, they're proving that all the talk we heard about them in the preseason was warranted. What a role this group's been on here early on.
And you want to talk about hitting the ground running? They've done exactly this. And you've got to give a lot of credit to their coaching staff for getting this team locked in early.
Johnson kicks to Hayes. From outside the arc, it's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Wiggins has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Caruso sets the screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander's got the lead up to 10 now for the Thunder.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And let's see what the Nets have coming up. On Friday, they'll defend home court against the Portland Trail Blazers. And then on Saturday, they'll head out on the road to face the Pistons in Detroit.
And for that game against the Spurs, it's going to be an all-out battle. And you just hope they are rested and able to execute their game plan, as it's going to be a tremendous challenge.
Good on the second free throw. RG, what have you noticed about the young players that enter the NBA today?
Unfortunately, the NBA is now tasked with teaching players how to play basketball. The NBA wasn't a teaching league 20 years ago. Now it is. A lot of players are spending their first, second, and even third year learning how to play basketball. That was not always the case. They used to go to college and play for Hall of Fame coaches for 4 years.
Dort, he's checked in for Oklahoma City.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
Pass to Johnson. Hayes with the screen for Johnson. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8. The Thunder leading by 7. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6 here in this quarter. Hayes the pass to Johnson. Sharp sets the pick for Johnson. Williams for 3. Dort grabs the miss.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Takes a step back. Here's Caruso. The layup off target.
I'd like to see him a bit more efficient. He has not been great this quarter.
On the wing, Johnson. Here's the 3. Rebound by Wallace. Oklahoma City has gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first.
That's just a bucket like you expect him to make. It's tough when you miss those. Well, he's not the tallest guy on the roster, but man, can he board or what?
And it's Caruso, top of the key. Dort wide open. Good on the triple. Dort's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And the three-point shot wasn't always there for Dort, but he's put in a ton of work on it, and it shows.
Johnson dishes to Hayes. Williams for 3. A three-pointer is right on target. Williams has got 8.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
To the inside. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
And now let's take a moment to check out the stats for Gilgeous-Alexander. A wonderful string of games he's put together here lately. Averaging 36 points, 5 rebounds, and 4 assists. And what a force he is on the glass. Just inhales rebounds.
And he can go around his opponent, over his opponent, through his opponent. A true triple threat.
The free throw drops for Caruso. Chet Holmgren, he's checked in for the Thunder. Isaiah Joe comes in for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And so Caruso nails both of them. Nets trail by 13. Pass to Iwoma. Nice defense from Dort.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Caruso, the pass to Joe. Holmgren, the screen. A little pass fake there, froze the D. Nice move. Caruso's got 9 points now in the quarter.
So good at threading the needle. The D was ready, but Caruso kept it for the score instead.
Outside, Martin. In the corner, it's Watford. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Iwoma. Thunder with the rebound.
I don't know if he got in his own head there or what, because the defense can't really take credit for that miss.
And when it comes to physical play, it's hard to get the best of Dort. He invites contact at both ends.
The Thunder have looked good at the line tonight. They're perfect in 4 attempts.
And looking at the numbers this season, they're shooting a robust 82% from the line. That's about as good as it gets.
Free throw good, Dort.
Who needs the NBA draft? I mean, Dort worked his way onto the team, into the rotation, and then turns into a key contributor.
So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Outside Martin. Pass to Beekman. And again, unable to change momentum here.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Got a piece of it. Pass to Awoma. Fires for 3. Nailed from three-point land. Awoma's got 8 points.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
Well, some deep threats have really made their presence felt around the league lately. The 2-guard spot, these have been the hottest three-point shooters for the last month. You look at Joe, dangerous player from three-point land, a great talent with a great release.
You don't have to be a great shooter to play 2-guard, but it does help. And pretty much all of these guys fit into that great category.
And having a reliable three-point option at off guard, pretty much a necessity at this point in time in the league.
He's off on the second.
And here in the second quarter, he's starting to work himself to the free throw line. That's a good move.
Here's Awoma. Caruso grabs the miss.
And we haven't seen them get to the line as much here in the second quarter. They might be settling a tad too much offensively.
The 8-footer. Holmgren can't hit. Nets trailed by 14. Pass to Beekman. Now here's Wilson. Here's Watford. The 3. And Holmgren pulls it down. Holmgren's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Joe, good. And the Thunder lead by 16.
Ooh, Caruso's got that good eye. He can spot any opening.
They set the pick. Here's Awoma. And the 3-ball is good. Awoma's got a couple of 3-pointers in the second for the Nets.
That's his second triple of the quarter and third of the game. Keep building.
Down low, the 9-foot shot. And the rejection by Holmgren.
Long 7-1 with that 7'6" wingspan. Holmgren can alter a block just about every shot in his vicinity.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
A big-time effort for Alex Caruso, providing a lot of energy for the Thunder. He put together quite a quarter, 13 points in all. And he looks to be planning for more. Back to the action in just a minute.
Howdy, folks. The moment you've been waiting for is here. Before we recap the first half, let's see what the standings look like in the East.
When I look at Brooklyn, they haven't looked intimidating thus far. The hunger to improve just isn't there. That worries you. I'm starting to feel that this team needs a culture change.
And now, how about those first 2 quarters of play? Just a dominating performance for the Oklahoma City Thunder.
It's one-sided on the scoreboard. Also in the rebounding column, they're hammering on these guys. This is how you blow a team out.
Yep, secure those boards, good things happen. Scientifically proven.
Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You look at Keon Johnson in this game, he has been everywhere.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
I like how they came into this one with a game plan, and they're just going out and executing it. Terrific job.
Here's Hayes. No scoring in this one. Here's who Mark Daigneault is going to put out there to start the second half. The 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Holmgren and Hartenstein. Gilgeous Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at the small forward. Gilgeous Alexander passes to Holmgren.
And attacking the rim. Holmgren making excellent use of that height inside.
It's Williams high post. Working on Holmgren. Sharp sets the pick for Hayes. And the 3 off target.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Thunder take it one step at a time. All-star Shai Gilgeous-Alexander says, I think we all stay in the moment, and that's why we've been able to get better. Attack the day, the program in front of us. We all have the right intentions and want to win at the end of the day. Kevin?
Of that attitude, growing by leaps and bounds. Thank you, David.
Nearly automatic. Gilgeous-Alexander, no slouch from the line.
Gilgeous-Alexander hits them both. Nets trail by 20. Hayes with it. Nothing on the board. Johnson outside. Sharp with a screen on Holmgren. The shot by Williams, no good. So it's the Thunder now. They lead by 20. That's the most we've seen. After this game wraps up, they're off to Atlanta where they'll take on the Hawks. That matchup falls in the middle game of this 3-game trip.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
Oh, yeah, they're doing a terrific job not giving this hostile crowd anything to cheer about.
First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. On the wing, Johnson. Pass to Sharp. To stop the run. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Johnson's got 17 now. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
First personal foul.
It's going to go on Killian Hayes.
And able to get himself to the line. SGA so crafty inside there to get the contact.
2 shots.
That's good from Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander hits them both. Nets have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. 6 on the shot clock. Johnson can't hit.
And they have been cold coming out of the break. Only getting 1 of their first 4 shots to drop this half. Got to pick it up.
Already it's February. Let's see how the East is matching up. You look at the Nets. Their season nearly over unless a form of miracle happens.
And seeing where the Nets are, they talked all offseason about how this year was going to be different. Nobody bought into it then, and nobody's buying into it now.
Talking that talk is easy, but carrying through, oh, that's a whole nother story. And the naysayers' predictions were basically on point.
Hands it from downtown. Johnson's got 5 points now this quarter.
And he's doing everything he can offensively to lift them out of this hole. But I'm not sure his hot shooting can do it alone.
Pass to Hayes. Tipped away. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. And the turnover again by Oklahoma City.
And I'm here to check out the numbers for Johnson. He's averaging 10 points a game, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. Nothing about his numbers really jump out at you, but he'll come up with a timely play or two every game.
And that's what you need from some guys on the team. Not everyone can be an all-star. You need glue guys to find that success too.
The numbers for Johnson, and he's a flamethrower from distance, top 10 in the league in three-point shooting.
And yeah, he's a true professional at the free throw line. It's a part of the game where he excels. You want him at the line for you in crunch time. Nets trail by 20. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That one on Williams.
It's a luxury to have a guy like Johnson that can bang down low and knock him down at the stripe.
And that one falls for Johnson. And if you listen to Cam Johnson talk about shooting, my goodness, RJ, he is a student of the game.
Studies a lot of different shooters, constantly analyzing his own footwork. And you know what? The result speaks for themselves.
And Johnson drops them both. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Outside Williams. Over in the corner, Dort. Pass to Holmgren. And again, no good by Oklahoma City.
They say it's a make or miss league, and there's sometimes that you miss.
Johnson dishes to Johnson. Now Sharp. No good on the triple.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Pass to Holmgren. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. 6 for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys.
My goodness, what a move there to lose the defender. Got him on his heels, and then he made it look easy from there on in.
He is getting everything he wants. The defense is seemingly powerless to slow him down. It's sad.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline.
All right, fans. It's time for the dance tag. Get ready to dance like everybody's watching. Dancing machine. Somebody doesn't have rings.
Wallace is checked in for Oklahoma City. Now that we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for the last handful of seasons for Isaiah Hartenstein.
He's really made that a focus of his game these past few years, and it's paid big-time dividends for him. He's become a much better rebounder, and it's increased his value as a player by leaps and bounds.
Here's Here's Gilgeous Alexander. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Second personal foul.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Oklahoma City.
Their offense has been a well-oiled machine. They're moving the ball around, playing for one another, and just piling up assists.
And I also like how they're working the low post, getting those high percentage looks. An excellent game plan so far.
That's good from Gilgeous Alexander.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
They set the pick. From 10 feet out, and the shot is long. The Thunder leading by 21. Here's Williams, and again it's Oklahoma City.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
And start with their defense. They've been intense on that end, and they can actually help their offense as well.
Williams, plenty of room to knock down the shot. Williams has got 10 points. Pass to Wallace. Holmgren kicks to Williams. Drills it from outside.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Williams sends a screen for Johnson. Knocked away. Wallace against Williams. Wallace the pass to Gilgeous Alexander. That one goes in.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Johnson surveying the floor. Sharp the pass to Johnson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Williams for 3. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Now here's Gilgeous Alexander. He's got 17. The rebound by Johnson. Johnson's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Pass to Williams. Johnson with it. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Sharp the pass to Johnson. Over Williams. And the basket by Johnson.
The calling card of Johnson, his J. It's why Cam was a lottery pick. It's why he's such a quality NBA player.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team.
Make some noise. The team fight.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Here's a look at the 2K leaderboard. It's certainly been a good month for these teams on the offensive glass. The Thunder in 4th.
They have gone all out to win the rebounding battle every night, and it's been paying off. I mean, the second chance points thus far have been really impressive.
Brooklyn on defense. Here's Gilgeous Alexander. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, big time put back there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder. Pass to Beekman. Three-pointer. Owoma, no good. Now the Thunder with it. They're on a 14-6 run. From deep, Gilgeous Alexander.
Yeah, and he had the D tangled up there with that patented crossover. Just couldn't convert the finish.
The 3. The shot by Watford, no good.
And sometimes on defense, you can just get lucky.
Yep, that one goes in there. And that's now 19 points for Shai Gilgeous Alexander. And for Brooklyn, they're shooting a troubling 38% in the third. Not the finest work of this offense. Pass to Iwoma. Wallace with the ball, and it's Martin picking him up. Wallace, the pass to Hartenstein. And the dunk by Hartenstein.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
Pass to Iwoma. Teardrop shot, and the rebound goes to the Thunder.
That is a disaster. Honestly, I'm embarrassed for him.
Wiggins kicks to Wallace. Now Hartenstein. Covered by Watford. Cross contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. And the Thunder with some changes. Alex Caruso is checked in for Jalen Williams. And it's Isaiah Joe in for Gilgeous Alexander. That free throw good from Hartenstein. They've been looking out of sorts in the last few possessions.
And this is when you need to be patient. Find a high percentage shot and have some floor balance.
Martin kicks to Wilson. Shot clock at 5. Iwoma with the bucket.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
Screen by Hartenstein. Going inside. Pass to Joe. Caruso sets the screen for Wallace. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Wallace has got 11 points.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not. While he's a bit undersized for a forward, he more than makes up for it with his bounce.
Last 2 minutes to play. Third quarter.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
First personal foul. Penalty. Now at the line for the Thunder. Wallace. Shooting 2.
He misses the free throw. And the Thunder with some changes. Williams comes in for Isaiah Hartenstein. And it's Jang in for Isaiah Joe. And the second free throw, good.
Yeah, and their free throw shooting has really improved here in the second half.
Hayes the pass to Watford. There's a good screen. Over Jang. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. And so Caruso will bring up the ball for the Thunder. Now Jang. Just 5 to shoot. Shot from 16, and good that time.
And he's shooting it at an efficient clip, but he needs to keep looking to score. It's what his team relies on him to do.
Pass to Wilson. Back to Watford. Rebound by Jang. Oklahoma City has gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. And it's Wiggins missing. And for Brooklyn, their shooting has been a little ragged, just 38% from the field. And here's Hayes. There's the pick. Here's Watford. That one doesn't go. Wiggins with some nice D.
They're losing because he is struggling so bad, and he has not looked comfortable all game.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half, sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Looking to get it going.
Beats the buzzer! Wow! Yeah, that's just an amazing play to get that ball off in time.
Talk about being poised under pressure. Big time shot from him there.
And so it's Oklahoma City out there all by themselves with a 32-point lead to end the quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter form.
You've got to admire the vision just as much as the accuracy. Not many players can even spot that pass.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Williams is out there with Sharp. Then it's Martin. Then it's Johnson, and it's Hayes in at the point. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn.
And good work inside. SGA will make more room for himself on the perimeter when he can be effective down low.
Johnson finds Sharp. Good D by Holmgren. Oklahoma City shooting 61%, showing all the indications of an offense that is locked in.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah. Nobody near Williams. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first 3 of the half, there might be more in store.
Holmgren kicks to Dort. Dort with a screen for Williams. Rebound, Brooklyn. Pass to Hayes. Looking for Sharp, and he gets it there. Hayes, no good.
Whoops. Got caught in between moves there on his way to the rack.
Now, here's Holmgren. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. And he's good on the 3-ball. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 16 here in the second half.
Didn't get a 3 in the first half, but now he's on the board with his first triple of the game.
Sharp with a screen on Wiggins. Shot's good by Williams.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Johnson, he's checked in for Martin. For Brooklyn, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Hayes dishes to Johnson. Back to Hayes. Sharp sets the pick for Hayes. Over Gilgeous-Alexander. Hayes, no good.
He's just basically a body out there right now, nothing else. The team is struggling, and he hasn't been able to help them out at all.
And this is SGA's role. He's out here to score and score often.
Hayes finds Johnson. Puts up a 3. The Thunder pull it in. Holmgren's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Johnson with the block. Williams passes to Johnson. Hayes dishes to Johnson. Rebound by Williams. The Thunder have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there.
Oh, how about the slam there from Gilgeous-Alexander? He loves getting that type of positioning down low.
Sharp, the pass to Hayes. Poked loose. Johnson kicks to Johnson. Pass to Hayes. And it's blocked by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And great read there by SGA. Knew the shot was coming and just trusted his instincts.
And the layup's good off the glass. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 30 points.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to him?
Yeah, just keep feeding him. That guy is a man on a mission. And the defense, well, they don't have much of an answer.
Here's Hayes, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Hayes has got his first bucket in this one. Here's Williams. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Johnson dishes to Hayes. Pass to Johnson. Over Wiggins. A shot by Johnson, no good. And so it's Dort with it. He brings it up for the Thunder. They've They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter. Gilgeous Alexander passes to Holmgren. Shoots. Gilgeous Alexander can't get it to go. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. A shot by Johnson, no good.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
Holmgren can't hit.
Yeah, no triples for him here in the second half. One fell in the first, though. Can he turn it up?
Pass to Hayes. Johnson sets the screen for Hayes, and he hits the jump shot. Hayes has got 4 points this quarter. Here's Williams. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Personal foul.
Here we are sizing up GA. Jalen Williams, and his shooting has got to be his biggest strength.
Absolutely. He's great at spacing the floor for his teammates with his catch and shoot abilities, but he's equally gifted shooting off the dribble.
And that one falls for Williams.
And making the most of their opportunities at the line here in the second half.
Hartenstein, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Wallace comes in for Dort. He hits both from the stripe. We've seen the NBA feature several overseas games, Greg, the last couple years. Always growing the sport, aren't they?
And I know the fans love it. And nothing quite like seeing an NBA game in person and expanding that opportunity, always a plus.
The 3 ball. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession. And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
They've been a little too casual with the ball out there.
Yeah, but you can't force that square peg into the round hole. Oftentimes, you just got to make that first simple pass and get a rhythm from that.
And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
First personal foul. First team foul. At the line, shooting for Brooklyn. D-Ron Sharp. Stepping to the line with 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Sharp. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. And the league limiting players from making public trade demands, which I guess makes sense. It's a big change from the past, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it saves franchises from being put in a tough spot. Keeps a player's trade value high, which helps the team they're leaving.
And Hayes kicks to Johnson. Looking for Sharp, and he gets it there. Outside Williams. Puts up a 3. Rebound by Wallace. Gilgeous Alexander surveying the D. And it's out of bounds. The last touch by Holmgren.
Yeah, that's a pass he's got to catch. Maybe just starting to relax a little too much with that lead.
Brooklyn's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Hayes with the screen for Sharp. And he banks in the layup.
He's good enough where it takes a lot to bother him at the rim like that.
Gilgeous Alexander passes to Wallace. Williams kicks to Holmgren. And a miss there on the triple. Nets shooting a lackluster 38% for the game, struggling so far. Kicks it out to Johnson. Williams for 3. That's good. It's his 7th made basket in 14 tries.
And now with 2 3-pointers in each half, he's really doing his all to help his team out from deep.
And there's the foul. It's on Cameron Johnson.
Second personal foul.
That's foul number 2 for him. And so it's Oklahoma City with it. Gilgeous Alexander, that's a 2-pointer. Jump shot is good that time. Gilgeous Alexander's got 32 points.
The classic combo guard. Gilgeous-Alexander is effective in the two-man game, especially on that first option, taking it himself.
Shoots from the baseline. The rebound by Sharp. Sharp's got 6 rebounds in the game. Williams. That's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession. It's the Nets now. Johnson, the pass to Johnson. Now, here's Sharp. He's defended by Hartenstein. Count the basket. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 8 of 16 from the field in the fourth, exactly 50%. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Hartenstein. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And passing has made this guy next level. That's the element that has changed Gilgeous-Alexander's game.
Oklahoma City.
Mind the lane. Mind the lane.
One time from the line.
One shot.
Well, a lot of former NBA players have a hard time, RJ, giving credit to current NBA stars. Why do you think that is?
I think so quickly we don't hold next generations to the same standard as prior generations. I don't get into all of that stuff about who is better and who is greater. I just focus on the growth of the game.
The shot's good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone until someone stops him. Just let him roll.
And here's Wallace. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Hartenstein with the screen on Johnson. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Hartenstein. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 4 assists in the game.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Thunder.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And on the year now, tonight's impending victory will push their win total to 47.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And something we've come to almost expect is greatness from this guy. Such an overall great performance it was for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
And he was getting buckets all night long, giving the defense that work.
Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And the dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
And let me tell you, as a team, you love to hit your stride right at the crucial moments. They put this game away in style.
Second personal foul. Team second. At the line, Keon Johnson. Stepping to the line with 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. And he's good on the second. 24 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Hartenstein. Here's Wallace. Covered by Johnson. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Williams sets a screen for Holmgren. No good from outside. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. And so for Richard Jefferson, Greg Anthony, and our reporter David Aldridge, I'm Kevin Harlan. Thank you for tuning in to watch the NBA on 2K Sports. And now, our player of the game, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.